Hi and welcome to this video in which I would like to divert your attention to a new product for Genesis line that you can find on Share-CG. When I've come across this one, I was a bit hesitant at first due to me thinking that because the sheer amount of details it would take forever on my PC that is severely outdated as opposed to newer generation rigs, and it wasn't the case at all. All it needed was to have like those tips and tricks learned over the years applied, and it rendered fairly nice. All you need if you have an older rig and you want to download this figure is knowledge and patience. So I will show you where you can find it, and I will talk about my experience with it. Since the vendor has put out a video, I think it has around 40 minutes of time. 40 minutes. It's on YouTube, and you can see there more in depth, but as a buyer, I would like to point out stuff that I found very appealing for the character, and also what I happen to like about the vendor. From what I've seen so far, there are only two products on her store, which is Ermine and Ermine. So the difference between Ermine and Ermine is that for Ermine you basically got a figure like this. It's just a rather simple morph, whereas with the this one with Ermine, you get so many options that for $30 it's cheap. I dare say that for Indaz this would be worth a lot more, and for this I actually have all words of praise for the vendor, because apparently they are aware that many of us are hobbyists and that we are not all sitting on a pile of cash. So what you get for $30 is more than what you bargained for. So you get a unique figure that can be made into any gender you want, and you have materials that are way too realistic, like perhaps one of the most realistic skins I've come across in my decade-long career as a 3D artist and almost 7 years as a promo artist. Here you can see that great attention has been given to the body, so the sculpt is amazing, and that's the female version. And you can find, this is the male, like really the male steals a spot, like just look at the sculpted anatomy and the displacements. It's utterly gorgeous, and it runs exceptionally well on low-end PCs that I may have mentioned. And then you have like this dark skin where you can make and also make your Ermines diverse with added variety moves. Dark skin, I have no other words except words of praise, and the makeup is just chef's kiss in my humble opinion. Overall eyes are also what steal the show. Like, just look at the amount of detail. Like, you get PBR, you get Uber shaders, so you can use between that. Also, you can make him a female, male, androgynous, non-binary, whatever is your fancy. And yeah, as you can see, I would say more, but the vendor has released a video in which she talks about the product in great detail. So I will not be showing you the product itself. I can only say that I can only show you what I have right now, which is like this. I have this, so you can see that the body is done very well, and especially the abs. And in all my testing with this figure, it performs well on any sort of lighting, so that goes for male and female, and dark skin and pale skin. So this is a figure that performs well in any lighting scenario that you put it in. So there is no need for you even to tweak it yourself as much as you want. You can still tweak it, but as is fine as is. Usually I go into the field of post work, but sorry about that. Usually I like to go into the field of post work, but with this I just don't feel the need to it. I just find it's okay as is, which is always a bonus in my eyes. So as I said, a good product for the price. You will definitely not regret it. I've actually got Ermine from the same vendor, and I can only say that you should definitely be on the lookout for more of the products from her, because she definitely knows what she is doing, and she has the skill that can basically make your realities come to life, your characters come to life. So you can see here specifically, as I said, it is always a plus when you have a low-end PC and you get to render a figure like this, especially Genesis 9. I think anyone can relate to that, putting up a new figure, and those of us who don't have powerful PCs just scratching our heads and thinking like, will I be able to run it? So I dare say that you can run it if you apply many of the tips and tricks that you know. It is possible, very possible, and I would heavily recommend this product for anyone who is DAS user, because this is all very impressive, and as a promo artist who has had experience over 5 years now, to get something like this straight out of the box, it's like just wow. Perhaps in the future I will show you how it looks like with darker skin, because for once I found darker skin to be absolutely fabulous and really realistic. But for now, this is what you get. So you get, I'll return back, you get a unique figure that you can make into any gender that you want, and it comes bundled with optional moves. So for $30 you are definitely getting more than enough. You will not regret your purchase. The skin can be used for any of your characters, and should you decide to pitch in, I am sure that the vendor will appreciate it, because they will continue to make more of products like this. And I dare say that we need artists like this on our market, on DAS market, and overall on 3D market, because they know that not everyone has high-end incomes, hence why the 30 price for all of this. And if I know, for example, how prices go over and DAS, this would be probably double the amount, if not even more. And here it is on Share CG for $30, and it's just mind-blowing that something like this exists for $30. And the link to the demo, I will link into the description of the YouTube video, and you can look through it and decide for yourself if you think that my words are true. And with that, I leave you and have a great day.